Thanks everyone for coming. There's a lot of people on the call, so I am recording it. I'm happy that I remembered to do that. I'm Liza Quigley. For those of you who don't know me, I am a Senior Ruby Ambassador with PLEXUS, and I started with PLEXUS in July of 2014. And it's been quite the journey since I started. I started because I was basically feeling very unhealthy, and I saw Melissa's husband posting on Facebook about how he was losing weight and just getting healthy all around. So I thought, okay, what can it hurt? I'll go ahead and try it. And since then, I've had amazing changes both in my health and my weight. I can sleep like a rock now, whereas before I had terrible time sleeping. I was up all night. I struggled with all kinds of different issues, ranging from just incredible sadness to anxiousness, terrible, problems with my legs and my feet and joint issues and all kinds of stuff. And since I started on these products, my life has completely changed. I now have energy to work out every day. I no longer have the soreness in my hips and my joints. I sleep like a rock every night. My sadness and anxiousness has completely gone away. My feet don't hurt anymore, so it doesn't kill me when I get up to go to the bathroom in the morning. I can get up and walk like a normal person. I can finally wear flip-flops again because I had to stop wearing them, and those are my favorite shoes in the summer. So that has been nice for me. What else can I tell you? It's just been an amazing journey for me and my husband, both with our health and financially. This business has turned our lives around. So I'm so happy all of you are on board, because you are, whether you're just starting or you've been on this ride for a while, it's just an amazing journey. So I hope that you will participate in as many trainings that you can, just to learn everything about this business and everything about the products, and that way you can share with your family and friends, because it really is an incredible blessing. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my PowerPoint. And if you have any questions, I won't be able to see it if you chat, but down at the bottom of the screen, if you're on a computer, there's a little chat button. Otherwise, I think if you're on an iPad, up at the top, if you click on participants, you can raise your hand and write a question in there. And then at the end, then I can go through any questions that anybody might have. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen here. So again, welcome to our new ambassador training. We're going to be going over some things that new ambassadors should know, and then also some different things that leaders might find helpful. We want to give you an overview as to what you should focus on when you're first starting with PLEXUS. And leaders will also want to take notes, as I'll be going over some things that will be important for you to share with your new team members. Again, I'm Liza Quigley. I'm a Senior Ruby Ambassador with PLEXUS, and you just heard my story. Hopefully I'll be Emerald soon. I'm hoping for July, but we'll see. So what I want you to first do is think about your why. Why did you sign up with PLEXUS? PLEXUS, was it for better health? Was it to help family members gain better health too, because you've seen some of the testimonies and you've thought of different things that your family members or your friends might be struggling with? Or was it to build a business? You really need to think about your why, because you definitely had one when you signed up, and so will your potential customers and ambassadors when they sign up. And it's really important that you write down your why and tell your upline. And leaders, make sure that you find out what your ambassadors' whys are, because it's really important as they move forward in this business. And what your why is today doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be your why in a year. My why was because I wanted to get healthy, obviously. And then once I started seeing what the products were doing for me, it was to share with friends and family And then it was also to build a business because I have a very stressful job. I travel 4 states, and my husband was working a crazy job, sometimes working 80 hours a week. And it was just getting to be too much. So this has been a huge blessing for us financially, and it's been a huge blessing for us with health as well. So what do you want to do? Once you've decided on your why and have written it down and told your upline, then you need to decide where you want to go with that and how will you get there. Goals are really, really important in this business, and you really need to write down what your goals are, and you need to look at them. And when I say write down your goals, write down where you want to be a year from now with PLEXUS. Write down where you want to be 30 days from now. And then leaders, work with your ambassadors, write down their whys and how you can help them get to their goal. Help them to decide on their goals, and then revisit those goals with them often when you follow up with them. How are they doing on their goals? What do they feel they have attained? What do they feel that they need to change? And just kind of talk about those frequently. Product info. It's really important to be a product of the product. Make sure that you're consistent in taking the products every day. And if you feel you need to make some changes, or you feel like you're not getting the results that you might be wanting, then talk to your upline, talk to your sideline, whomever that might be that you feel that you can talk to about it, just to see what changes that you need to make. Water is key in taking these products because the water actually takes the nutrients of the products to the cells of your body. So when we talk about water and how important it is, believe that. It's huge. So you need to be drinking half your body weight in water. And then if you drink coffee, tea, cocktails, soda, anything that could potentially dehydrate you, you need to drink another amount of water to make up for that. Take pictures. You can't always see the difference until you see the picture. So it's really important that you take some pictures of yourself so that you can reflect on those, whether it be a month down the road, 6 months down the road, whatever it might be. Just take some pictures and look at those and look at them often and compare them to how you're looking now. And then take your measurements. Measurements are huge because you're not always going to see the results on the scale if what you're looking for is weight loss. You could get on the scale in a month from now and really not see any changes. But also you have to remember the scale does not know how much water you had, how much salt you've had. It doesn't know where you are in your hormonal changes during the month. So it's really important to take the measurements. People tell me all the time, I don't want to start telling people about these products until I know more about it. Trust me, you do not have to know everything. And I can tell you that I still don't know everything almost 2 years into this. I still have to go and look up things. I couldn't tell you what all is in the PLEXUS Slim. I couldn't tell you what all is in the probiotic. I review this stuff frequently. You're going to learn as you go. And as people start asking you questions, once you start posting on Facebook or once you start telling people in public, or your friends and family, you're going to learn because you're going to ask questions to your upline of how do you answer certain questions. So don't have that fear that you need to know everything. You're going to learn, and it's more of kind of like a hands-on experience. Know where to find the information. Talk to your upline about this. And then leaders, please direct your new ambassadors to great informative videos. There's lots of stuff on YouTube. We have the PLEXUS product information video. There's all kinds of things that you can look up on YouTube. You can Google information about it as well. And then know 1 to 2 sentences about each product. Leaders, please give your new ambassadors some simple statements about each product. In your new welcome kit that you got, there's some product cards in there. You can learn things off of those cards. The costs are on those cards. It's a great little box to just kind of dig into once you get it. And then, like I said, the product video. Watch the product video and watch it several times. Save the link. Leaders, please send your new ambassadors the link for the product video. This is a great video, and you can watch it over and over and over, and I guarantee each time you will learn something new about it. So how do we promote PLEXUS? There's so many things that you can do, but what I recommend in the beginning to get started is introduce yourself on Facebook as a new ambassador. Like I said, you don't have to know everything. You don't have to have your own testimony. So many people think that they have to have their own testimony. It's really important to know that these products are helping so many people with a wide range of issues. So when you're sharing it, you could be helping somebody even before you have your own testimony. I've helped so many family and friends with different issues, and if I had not talked to them about these products, they could potentially still be suffering from some of these things. And I'm telling you, their lives have been changed with these products. So introduce yourself on Facebook. I believe in PLEXUS with a Purpose, Melissa's page, under the Files tab, there is a new introduction for Facebook. And it just kind of talks about, you know, PLEXUS being a health and wellness company. I'm a new ambassador. I'm really excited about it. I've researched it. I don't have my own testimony yet, but as I move forward, I'm going to be sharing great testimonies of people that have had amazing success with the products. And as I have success, I will be posting about that as well. So it kind of introduces you without people having that expectation of you having your own testimony. Sip and sees or launch parties are a great thing to do. Even if you only get 1 or 2 people at your parties, it doesn't matter. You have to start somewhere, and that's a great thing to do. Your upline can help you with that. I can help you with that. Melissa can, whomever. You can come to us for ideas on how to do that. Swag, so wearing t-shirts, wearing hats, anything that will have the PLEXUS name on it. People are going to ask, what is it? Make sure that you order your business cards. Those are really important to have because it's going to have your website on it. It's going to have your name and your phone number on it, and it's just a great way to hand out to somebody. They have some even in our back office that you can order that you can put a sample of Slim right on it. Those are awesome to have. Social media, you know, Facebook is huge for this business. So once you start posting on Facebook, be prepared. People are going to start asking you questions, and we are all here to help you get those questions answered. Networking, just talking with as many people as you can, you know, talking with your family, calling your friends, saying, hey, you know, I started with PLEXUS. I'm really super excited about it. And, you know, I really want you on this journey with me. You know, talking to your friends, family, you know, family get-togethers. Tell them what you're doing. Maybe not everybody's going to buy into it right away, but as you are a product of the product, they will start to see your success and they're going to start to get curious about it. Leaders, please direct your new people to Etsy, where they can find a lot of swag. They can find business cards in there. They can find pamphlets in there. In our back office is called PLEXUS Print. You can have business cards made up in there. You can find, like I said, those business cards where you can have a Slim stick put right on it, that you would put on that. There's swag pages, so direct them to some of those swag pages where you can order t-shirts and hats and water bottles, things like that. And then also talk to them about Facebook posting, and then discuss the Franks list with them, because all of that's going to help them with the networking and getting the word out there to their network. Tips for prospecting. So I see a bunch of questions. I'm hoping everybody can hear me, but I can't see the questions. If you guys can't hear me, somebody needs to send me a message, or if there's a specific question. Tips for prospecting. So list of 100, that's called your Franks list. Leaders just kind of go over the Franks list with them and explain what that means. Basically, it's just a list of 100 people that you know, and you're always going to be growing this list. It's not just a list that you start out with and then that's it. That list will always be growing. So you want to get that done right away so that you can start reaching out to some of those people. Oh, okay. Thanks, Sandy. I got it. And then go for the easy business. If you know people struggle with certain issues, like they can't sleep, or they have low energy, or they struggle with sugar cravings, whatever it might be, reach out to those people and say, hey, I just started with PLEXUS. It's a health and wellness company with natural plant-based products. I'm really excited about it. I know that you've complained about not being able to sleep. I think that this might really help you, and I would love for you to try it. Just real easy, short sentences like that to get you started kind of sharing about the business or about the products. And then share versus sell. Nobody really wants to be sold to. It's just share with them. Share with them how much you love these products. It's just the same as if you would share about a new restaurant that opened. You love this new restaurant, and you're going to recommend it to your friends. It's the same thing. You're just sharing these products with people. Nobody wants to be sold. So just really, start sharing as much as you possibly can, but just don't sell them. And then this business is really about relationships. Just connect with people. Really just try and build a relationship with them before you start trying to sell them on the product. People just really want to be able to believe you, and they want to be able to trust you. So just really try and start that connection. And when you're reaching out to people, talk to them about things that you would have talked to them about before. And eventually the subject of PLEXUS will come up in the conversation. Overcome objections within your story. The feel, felt, sound, found. That's a great way. If somebody says to you, I just think it's too expensive. Well, okay, so something you could come back with is, hey, I know exactly how you feel. I felt the same way, but what I found was, since I started on these products, I no longer crave sweets, so I'm not, keeping snacks in the house that I'm not going to eat. I no longer go through fast food drive-through because I don't want it at all. I no longer go through Starbucks drive-through 5 times a week because I have no desire for coffee. Just remember that feel, felt, found, because people can relate to that. If you are able to relate some part of your story to them and tell them how it's changed your life, then they're going to understand that a little bit more if they can relate to your story. Closing, just ask for the sale. Say, hey, do you want to try this? We've got a 60-day money-back guarantee for our customers. If you don't like the products after 60 days, then you can return it for a full refund. And just, always be closing. Always ask for that sale. And if they're not ready, just say, hey, have I not answered all of your questions yet? And again, the leader, your upline, that's what they're there for. They're there to help you with closing. They're there to help you with answering any of the questions that potential customer might have. So again, leaders, discuss the Franks list with your new ambassadors, explain what Franks is, have them write out their list, and then circle the people who they want on their dream team. The dream team would be people that you would love to do this, this whole business with. You'd love to get healthy with them. So circle those people that you would love to have on your dream team and reach out to those people. Also, the people who would possibly need the products for their health, or people who could use the business. And then the people that you think could just be naturals in this business. Reach out to them, circle them on your Franks list, and start reaching out to those people. Okay, I'm completely stuck on my screen here, guys. Okay. So compensation. We get paid 11 different ways. Our compensation plan is amazing. Leaders, I'm hoping that you've gone over some of the compensation with your new ambassadors. We have several levels of promotions in the company, but the first PLEXUS promotion is to go silver. And you qualify for silver when you have $100 in sales with 3 commission qualified ambassadors. So you need to have $100 in sales, and then you sign up 3 people underneath you. So that first month that you sign up as a new ambassador, reach out to your friends, your family, your best friend, your sisters, your brothers, your mothers, whatever, and just say, hey, I really like to do this with you. I really want you on this journey with me. Have them sign up as ambassadors. And if you get 3 of them, then you're qualified as a silver ambassador. And then you will get a $100 bonus. And a Fast Start Gold promotion is a promotion bonus that doubles in the first 30 days. So if in the first 30 days, you then turn gold, then your promotion bonus is going to double, which is really nice. Your PV is another way you get paid on. PV stands for personal volume, and that's your sales. So $100 to $499, you get paid 15% commission on. 500 and above, you get 25% commission. But always remember that the first $100 always goes to the company. They need to make their money too. I'm not going to go into a lot more with the compensation because it can be a little overwhelming, but your upline can sit down and really go over this with you because it's really incredible. When you have a commission qualified ambassadors under you, and commission qualified means that they have to have $100 in sales for the month, then that makes them commission qualified, and you earn pay points on those ambassadors. We earn pay points all the way down to level 7. But your first 3 levels, 1 through 3, you get 5 points for each of those ambassadors, and then it goes down from there. Those points are worth money. So when you're building a team, it's important to remember that you're going to get paid on each of those ambassadors that are commission qualified each month, and it can really add up. So leaders, I'm just going to ask you to go over your new ambassadors, the power of 3 with them, so that they understand why it's important to go silver and why it's important to keep recruiting and to teach their new ambassadors how to recruit as well. So Facebook tips. Now, Facebook is a huge part of our business. Social media is just huge for this because that's really how you're going to get the word out to a huge base of people. If you've got a lot of friends on your Facebook, then you are going to be getting the word out to a lot of those people. Not everybody's going to see all of your posts, so it's important that you're posting every day. And we'll go into that a little bit more. So group and team pages. So it's possible that your upline has a team page, which I'm sure your upline will add you to. Melissa's page, which is PLEXUS with a Purpose. You will more than likely be added to that page. The PLEXUS Ambassador Support Group page is another one that you can ask to join. But I'm going to ask everyone that if you do join that page, you can follow along on there as much as you want. But if you have any questions, before you ask a question on that page, please go to your upline first, because we don't know who all is on that page. We don't know who is answering those questions. So it's really important that you ask your upline first if you have any questions. And then if they don't know the answer, then they can go to their upline. But you can follow along on that support group page if you'd like. Again, I'm not saying that all of the information on there is going to be correct because it's ambassadors from all over the country. The PLEXUS with a Purpose compliant testimony page. We have to be compliant in our testimonies that we post on our pages. And we do have a compliant testimony video that Melissa has made. And it's a great video that I recommend everyone watch. So leaders, if you could forward that video to your new ambassadors that are going to be posting, that would be wonderful. When you get added to these pages, then just make these pages a favorite. Then you can find them easily. And then engage in the pages. Everyone wants to see everybody, in there, with conversation. These team pages are really, really supportive. So, be real active on Melissa's team page, PLEXUS with a Purpose, and your upline's page. It's really important that we see a lot of team activity, and because everybody's there to help each other. And then use the pages. There's lots of great information in those pages. There's the Files tab, so you're going to find lots of great stuff under that Files tab, different documents that we use frequently. And then if you have a certain question, you can use the little magnifying glass and just type in your question, and you should be able to find an answer. And if you can't, then again, go to your upline. More Facebook tips, effective and non-effective posts. Make PLEXUS friends. So what I mean by that is when you're on the team pages, make friends with the people that you see that are actively on those pages. because like I said, we're all here to support each other. And if you're liking and commenting on their posts, they're going to do the same for you if you're friends with them. Don't use any billboard ads. Nobody wants to see that. Yes, you can put a picture of the probiotic down, or, you know, the ProBio 5 or the BioCleanse, any one of the products. You can add a picture to that, but please always add a personal comment, why you love this product, what it has done for you, but don't ever just put a picture up. Nobody wants to see that. And then your page just becomes, you know, just one big ad. Don't click the share button. Just copy and paste all of the testimonies that you see instead of sharing them, because otherwise people can just go directly to that person that you shared. And again, people want to see what you feel about the products personally. Always add your own personal wording on there, and don't click the share. And then don't share your website publicly. And what I mean by that is, first of all, we can't put it in our posts. And secondly, I don't recommend putting it in your comments either. And the reason I say that is because if somebody clicks on your website and goes to that directly without asking you any questions, they're not going to know what to look for. They're not going to know which products are going to be appropriate for them. And they could just go in there and start ordering things, or they could see the pricing and maybe get a little freaked out before you've had a chance to talk to them about anything. So just don't share your website. When somebody makes a comment on one of your posts and they want more information, then that's where you're going to say, hey, I'm going to send you a private message. And that way you can private message them with some information and start finding out what their health goals are. Again, like I said, make your posts personal. You know, show some energy, show some passion for these products. The more passionate and the more energy you have, the more people are going to believe in what you have to say about the products. And then you guys just save the drama for your mama. Nobody wants to work with somebody who's always promoting their negativity or their dirty laundry online. Just be really positive and upbeat and happy. And, you know, if you want to complain to somebody, then just take it offline. And then, like I said, share every day consistently. Once you start posting, people are going to be looking for this consistency from you. And if they don't see it, they're not going to believe that you believe in the products. So sharing every day is really important. I share twice every day. I share once in the morning and I share once in the evening, because not everybody that sees my posts in the morning would see it at night, and vice versa. So if I post something in the morning, not everybody's going to see that. So that's why I post again in the evening when a lot of people are online. So that's why it's really important to post twice a day and every day. And then continue to post your personal stuff too. People want to see the pictures of your kids and your vacations and when you're going out for dinner, whatever you used to post about before. Continue to do that. People, you know, people are friends with you on Facebook for a reason, so they want to continue that friendship. Okay, so somebody reaches out to you after you start posting. Help, what do I say? Like I said, this business is about relationships, so connect with someone first. You know, reach back out to them and say, hey, thanks for reaching out to me, and just kind of find out why they're asking about it. And then just talk about PLEXUS. You know, PLEXUS is a health and wellness product. Less info, the better. Don't puke PLEXUS all over them. You got to try what we call the ping pong approach and really just find out why they're reaching out to you. Always ask them open-ended questions, so they need to provide you an answer. You need to find out their health goals and serve them. Don't just send them to your website. Really dig into it and find out what kind of things that they're looking for to improve in their health. And don't talk about, you know, the big price of $134. Instead, price it as, you know, it's about $3 to $4 a day, depending on what you order. You know, that's like a cup of coffee. And then use your upline or your closest gold next to you for a three-way message or phone call. That's a great way to get people to hear about the products from somebody else and not just you. People don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care. So really just develop that relationship with them. Those that show up, go up. So there's travel opportunities. There's the Silver Star trip. There's convention, which is open to everyone. Super Saturday is open to everyone. The Hawaii Jewels trip is the one that you win once you hit Emerald. There's Leaders Retreat in the fall, which is an earned trip. There's corporate contests that can help you get to those things. Live local regional training is great. You should try and attend anything that you can. Sip and Sees are a great thing to attend. If your team, someone on your team is having one, see if you can get to that Sip and See, and you can learn more there, and you can network with some of your team members. Online Facebook parties are another amazing thing that a lot of people on the team have been doing lately, and they're having great success with it. If you want to know more, then talk to your uplines about it. Opportunity meetings, Super Saturday and convention, and Zoom meetings like we're doing right now. These are all great ways to learn more about the company and the products, and just really getting yourself to these events. How do I learn more? YouTube leaders, direct your people to some of the great videos, some of the great people on YouTube. The Mama Kramer, that's Melissa. She's got her own YouTube channel. Sonia Dudley, Ame Darling, Sarah Marvel, Lori Harrison. There's Melissa Martin. There's so many great people that you can learn lots of great things from. Team pages, like I said, the files, the magnifying glass, you can find more information there. Weekly team trainings are huge. So leaders, please tag your new people on the weekly training so they know where to find these. It can be really overwhelming for some people when they're, put on these team pages and they don't know what they're supposed to do with it. So just kind of really go over that with them and help them to understand why it's important. And then, the weekly team trainings are amazing. Facebook search, you can go up to the top of Facebook and type in PLEXUS and whatever the issue might be, PLEXUS and headaches or whatever it might be. And any testimony that's come up will have something in there that you can use. However, I'm gonna rephrase that. Leaders, please go over your the compliance with your new people so that they understand, because if they are doing a search, they may still find some testimonies that are not compliant, and we can't use things that name disease states like migraines or insomnia or depression, things like that. We're just not able to post those types of things anymore. The back office has the knowledge base in there. Leaders, please teach your new people how to find the knowledge base, because in there you're going to find all kinds of great information on the products. YouTube also has diamond documentaries. Those are so inspiring, you guys. Listen to as many diamond documentaries as you can because they're awesome. There's Wednesday night opportunity calls. You should get an email about those every week, so you can find the dial-in number on there. And then always ask your upline questions. They're there to help you. They're there to support you in any way they can. And then just make the decision. Dreams don't work unless you do. So just do it. And just put it in your mind that quitting is not an option. If I had quit 3-4 months into this, I would not be where I am right now. And, obviously I wouldn't know what I'd be missing, but I can tell you right now it would be huge. Trying is not a word. Again, just do it. Small or big, those things done every day consistently will lead to your success. You're going to get objections, so don't freak out about objections. They're going to happen. And again, your uplines are here to help you with any of those. Next steps. Like I said, write down your why, make a list of 100 and organize it. Write down your goals, talk to your upline about your goals, launch your business on social media. That's huge. Launch your business with a sip and see as soon as you can. That would be awesome. And then make sure you plug into the team training calls, and then get a calendar. Get a calendar so you can start writing down appointments and meeting with people. You can write, follow-ups are huge. Leaders, please go over how to follow up with their potentials and how to figure that out in a calendar. When is the appropriate time to be following up with people so you don't turn into a stalker? Leaders, what can you do now? Sit down with your new ambassadors and find out their why. Where do they want to be with PLEXUS ultimately? And keep a folder of that so that you can reflect on that, a year down the road, revisit that why with them, 6 months down the road, whatever it might be. Write down their goals for them and for you so that you can reflect on those as well. And if you need to make adjustments in them, then you'll have them so you'll be able to see those. And then make sure you add them to the important team pages. Possibly set up a 3-way with your upline. I think that's really important because then you can introduce them to the upline. It's just another way to kind of reinforce everything with them. Go over the compensation plan with them, and then go over the trainings that are important for them to participate in weekly. Set up with them a follow-up system so they know how to follow up with their potentials, and as they add ambassadors, the same thing. Work with them on their list of 100. Circle the ones that are their dream team. Another thing that I've heard people do is they put an X next to the people who are well connected, an X for people who are positive, another X mark for people who are outgoing or who are business minded, etc. And then the people that have the most X's, those are the ones that you're going to want to be reaching out to as soon as possible. Get them set up with product videos, diamond documentaries, important YouTube channels, you know, the Mama Kramer, Sarah Marvel, PLEXUS University, etc. And then for sure go over the back office and where they can find certain helpful hints, and then paylutions as well, how they're going to get paid and where that will appear. Okay, I lost my page here. What happened? I'm stuck. I'm completely locked up, you guys. Can you hear me? Can somebody unmute themselves?
Yes, I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. I completely lost the end of it. All right, so what questions do we have? I can't even get on here to see. Can somebody tell me what question? Oh, there, wait a minute. Now I think I'm getting on here. I lost the rest of my... I can't even see the chat either. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, here it is. Okay. Were there any questions that weren't covered? I see you guys were covering a lot, so thank you. I appreciate that. So Donna asked, I've seen some before and after pics recently. Has something changed that we can do this now? No. You know, you might still see some people outside of our team that are posting before and afters. We still cannot do that until we get permission or a disclaimer from PLEXUS themselves. We can't post before and afters. They're just not compliant right now. I'm hoping that will eventually change, but I cannot guarantee that will happen. I'm hoping it will, because I know that that's how we've promoted a lot in the past. So what else here? Sorry, I'm trying to page through these. Okay, so Sandy, you hooked her up with the swag. Okay, so you shared your Etsy store. Great. Thank you. Elizabeth, great. You got your cards and brochures. Just want some clothes. Yeah. Everybody needs to have swag. Do most people share to friends only or to public? It just depends on what you want to do. I don't share to public because my company doesn't know that I do this. But if your company, you know, doesn't have a problem with you sharing about this, then, you know, go ahead and make it public, because then your friends are going to see some of your posts if you're tagging them and such. I think Benita shares publicly. So yeah, whatever works for you. Any other questions, anybody? No one? We're all good? I wish I could see what my last page was on this. I think that was my last page. So we're good. All right, well, if nobody has any other questions, I hope this was helpful. Like I said, just reach out to your upline. Thanks, Renee. If you have any questions, we're all here to help you. Make as many friends with people on the team pages as you can. We're all here to support each other, and we want to see everybody succeed with this. This is such an amazing journey, And I'm so excited to have you all on this. Thanks, Shanda. I'm so excited to have everybody on this journey with all of us. It's amazing. So anyway, have a great night, everybody. Oh, wait, what is this? Debbie, do you need to tag people in a public post? So I've had people go into my page. Here's the deal with public posting. I've had people tag people that I'm not friends with in my posts. Since my posts are not public, like say I posted a testimony about somebody having headaches and they wanted one of their friends to see that post. Since I don't post publicly, they won't see that. And because they're not my friend. So that's the deal with public posting. If my post was public and they tagged one of their friends, then they could see it. So yeah, so that's the deal with public posting. All right.
Thank you.
Sure. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to end this call. Thanks for everybody hopping on. I appreciate it. And I will talk to everyone soon. Have a good night.